Okay, so we have another card to do, and I need this again. So what we're going to do is your parts are going to look kind of like these are your layers. You're going to have a little skinny strip, and I can't do the greeting because my friend Janice borrowed my stamp set, but I used Banner Year, and I used either I had out the Happy Fall, y'all, or the Happy Thanksgiving. Okay, and I just put out a little one, and you'll see where I put that in the tutorial. Okay, so this is a top fold, so you're 4 1/4 by 11 card base. This is a piece of Cajun Craze that I ran through the painted texture embossing folder, and then we'll just do a little direct to paper with a Stampin' spot, and I'm just really lightly catching those top embossed edges just to highlight them a little bit. And if that makes you nervous, or you don't have the Stampin' spot and you don't want to use a full-size pad, just use a sponge dauber, or something like that's firm enough that you can you don't want it to go down in. You just want to catch those very top edges. Okay, and then that can go onto the base. Okay. So then we're going to use sponge daubers and some pumpkin pie, Cajun Craze, and Bumblebee ink to color these leaves. Now this is the Pattern Party Designer Series paper that is a host only item. So if your order is $150 or more, you can order this paper with your host rewards. Okay. All right, so let's start with the Bumblebee. And I just kind of picked and chose. I just went, oh, this one maybe over here, and maybe up there in the corner. And I just kind of went around a little bit and did some of the leaves. Kind of like that. And then and then you can always go back and add more of different colors, so we'll do a few in the pumpkin pie. And as you go, you have less ink, so it almost looks like you're using another color of ink. And you can just add those. Okay. All right. We'll add some Cajun Craze. I may go back with the Bumblebee here and just add another couple with Bumblebee. So just go through until you feel like, you got enough color in there. So you got the pretty fall leaves. And I love that about this paper, that it's pretty and bright, pretty patterns on one side and all black and white patterns on the other side, some which lend themselves really nicely to coloring. All right, so then we'll just flag this end by cutting into the middle and then going from the corner to the top of that cut on each side. Like that. I found that's the easiest way to get a symmetrical cut, and we'll do the same to this one. Like that. And because I want to trim a little off, I probably shouldn't have glued this, because then once I glued it in place, I could just flip it over and trim off even with the Cajun Craze. But since I did that, I already glued it down, I'm going to just make sure that I'm cutting straight and just trim off about a ½ inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. I know I probably should have started with the half, but that's okay, because you can't add it back on. Kind of like hair on your head. Can't add it back on. There we go. That's fine. And then I just put the greeting up here, up on dimensionals. All right, so let's just add these, and you'll get the idea there. There we go. Okay. There we go.